Hello and welcome back to everybody on the Football Zone and to a weekend previewing the Premier League action coming up this weekend. But before that, we've got to start off with a recap of all the European action. And yes, starting off in the Champions League, it was Arsenal who overcame Real Madrid 2-1 at the Bernabeu. A brilliant performance from Arsenal. They did exactly what they needed to do, and yet in the end were fully deserving of going through. Aston Villa really gave PSG a fright at 2-0 to PSG. We all thought it was over, but then they came roaring back, and yet in the end were unlucky not to get an equaliser. But I think they can still be really proud of their performance. In the Europa League, Tottenham went through. Great result for Tottenham away from home. That could be exactly what Ange needs. And Bodo in the next round, you'd expect them to come through that as well. Chelsea obviously going through in the Conference League, but the most dramatic has to be Manchester United. What an incredible game of football that was. Just unbelievable. 2-0 up, thought they were cruising, and then finally 2-0 down, 2-2, and then Leon get a red card. You think it will go back to Manchester United in extra time, but no, 4-2, and then a most remarkable turnaround. It was unbelievable. All of those coming in such quick succession. Unbelievable stuff. And could that be the turning point for Ruben Amorim? We keep saying it, but surely it's going to come at some point. And in the Premier League, we also had a result with Newcastle picking up a comfortable 5-0 win over Palace. A dominant performance from Newcastle. Eze taking probably the worst penalty I've ever seen. But they're really coming into the race now for the top four, aren't they? But anyway, enough of that. Let's get straight into our predictions for this weekend's action. Starting off with West Ham hosting already relegated Southampton. And this is a game without a huge amount really riding on it, isn't it? It's West Ham, down the bottom of the league, but the bottom three teams, are so bad they're not going to be relegated this season. I don't think there's any doubt about that. So you'd expect this to be probably a win for West Ham at home. I think Simon Rusk has made Southampton a bit more defensively solid, but I'm not really expecting miracles, to be honest. I'm going to say it was going to be a 2-0 West Ham win. Moving on then to Everton against Manchester City at Goodison Park. And this is an intriguing one. Everton fairly mid-table now, aren't they? David Moyes has done a really good job just steadying the ship, making sure there's no danger of relegation. I think it's going to kind of build a really solid base for them to push next season. But I think Manchester City, they really need that win now, don't they? They're right in amongst the Champions League battle. And to be honest, I'd expect them to come away with a win here. I think they'll have too much for Everton. I'm going to say it'll be 2-0 to City. Moving on into Palace against Bournemouth. And this is a really intriguing game because Palace aren't that far behind Bournemouth, to be fair. Only 4 points behind Bournemouth. Really pushing for that spot in maybe which could be a final European position. We don't know yet, obviously, with how it all will work out. So it's going to be an intriguing game, this one, nonetheless, and one that I'm very, very much looking forward to. So I'm going to say it will be I'm going to say Palace at home will just nick it 2-1, make that race even tighter. Move on into two teams that are also in that race, kind of along with Fulham. Brentford hosting Brighton, and this is an intriguing one. A game where Brentford, they form is just a bit mixed, isn't it? At the moment, you don't know what you're going to get from Brentford, but Brighton, bit of a winless run now, which is coming a bit concerning because they really want to get back into those European positions, don't they? They've got the squad, so it'll be an intriguing one, this one. I think at the home of Brentford, I don't think there'll be much to choose between two sides. I'm going to say 1-1. Move on into Aston Villa against Newcastle at Villa Park, and this is a game that I'm really looking forward to. Two teams in very, very good form coming into this one, and two evening match sides as well. Two teams that are very much pushing for that Champions League position with not much between them. So I think Newcastle obviously a bit ahead at the moment, but I think Villa Park being at home, it could be a big game for Villa to kind of claw back some of the points. So I'm going to say it will be 2-1 to Villa. Moving on then to Manchester United against Wolves, and surely this will be the chance for Manchester United to use the momentum from that remarkable victory the other night and really put together a Premier League run or win it. Who knows? It should be. I feel like they probably will win, but you never know with Manchester United at the moment, do you? So it's going to be an interesting one. But I'm going to say they will have enough quality. Wolves have improved under Pereira, but I think Manchester United will have momentum from that one. I'll say 2-1. Moving on into Ipswich against Arsenal at Portman Road, and this is another really intriguing game. This one, isn't it? Ipswich coming into this one at home, but obviously heading back to the Championship. Arsenal, on their day they can be a really good side, but on their day we also know that they are susceptible to the poor result, and that's why they're not going to be really challenging for the Premier League this year. I think it's fair to say. So yeah, it's going to be an intriguing one, this one, but I think Arsenal, should have too much for Ipswich here. I'm going to say it'll be a 3-0 win for the Gooners. Moving on then to Fulham against Chelsea at Craven Cottage, and yeah, another intriguing game between these two sides, obviously very near neighbours. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Chelsea punishing for that top four, in Fulham, still going for a European position themselves, so they're right in amongst the battle, and yeah, they'll be looking at this one too. So yeah, it's going to be an intriguing one, this one. I think Fulham are very hard to beat at Craven Cottage, but Chelsea do have so much quality, don't they? The likes of Cole Palmer, if he can get his scoring boots on again. I'm going to say it'll be 2-0 Chelsea win. Moving on then to Leicester against Liverpool, and yeah, you'd expect this to be the game where Leicester are officially relegated. I don't think Liverpool will be crowned champions just yet. So yeah, they might have to wait a bit, but they can take joy, if you will, of relegating Leicester, because the difference between these two teams at the moment is pretty stark, isn't it? If we're being pretty honest. So yeah, I'm going to say it'll be a 3-0 win for Liverpool here. I think they'll have far too much for them. Moving on into Tottenham against Forest at White Hart Lane, and yeah, this is another interesting one. So yeah, I'm going to say Tottenham coming into this one obviously will be looking like Manchester United, taking momentum from that huge Europa League win, but also with the position they're in the league, miles off it, they'll be looking to really concentrate on that. But Forest had a bit of a blip recently. We all know it's going to come, but they need to address it quickly. This will be a really tough game, but I think if they can get a win, it would be massive to kind of put themselves back in prime position to secure a Champions League spot. And what a fairy tale season that would be for Forest.
Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily football news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.